It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some DaBaby today. He made a song called Save Me, which is based on the situation that happened on the train with a Ukrainian woman and what I assume to be a psychotic black man. It is dark, man. Like, I saw the clip and I was going to cover it on my main channel, but I didn't even want to dive. Like, I don't know. Sometimes shit is just so dark that I don't even want to invite it into my life. But I heard that he made a reenactment supposedly, and then he saves her in his music video. And I thought it was worth checking out. I like when people take their art and they try to, put real life into it to an extent. I'm hearing some people say that it's too soon or that is just trying to get attention for it, which is a possibility. I mean, it doesn't mean that his heart isn't in the right place, but there's obviously benefits that come along with it because a lot of people are talking about it. So a lot of people will click on this video and watch it, especially when, not all of his videos do the numbers that they used to do. So I don't know. As long as it's done respectfully, I don't have a problem with it. As far as the situation itself, just very, very sad situation. To me, I think that it's pretty clear. I don't know if more information has come out that the guy definitely was dealing with some psychotic issues. That doesn't mean that he shouldn't be held accountable. I'm a super big mental health awareness advocate. Like, I'm all about that kind of shit. But I've always said there is a certain point at which somebody has to be held accountable. Like, I will give you the benefit of the doubt beyond the average person that can function normally and doesn't have any issues and hasn't gone into a psychotic episode or isn't manic or whatever the case is. But that leniency only goes a little ways, and then at a certain point, it's like you are held accountable no more than anybody else. Because a lot of times in situations like these, it could be that the people don't want to take their medication, and I don't blame them. It's a lot of side effects. There's a lot of bullshit. The system sucks when it comes to these doctors, and everyone's just another piece of paper, and so they just toss meds at you, and so the whole shit is effed from the bottom up. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you can just excuse behavior like this. Like, this woman was sitting there minding her business, doing nothing wrong, and her life was ended because what? Whether you want to blame the person in the system, it's all effed. It shouldn't be this way. It should not be something that we're dealing with. And so I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's a very tough, long discussion to be had. And I don't even know why I even started to talk about it because this is about the music video. But maybe at some point I'll make a video about it because I do feel like there's so many different angles and ways of looking at it. And I understand everybody's arguments from all sorts of sides that I've seen. And I don't know. I like having these kind of discussions, I guess I should say, because there's so much nuance to it. And I feel like it's good to present that to people because there's a lot of people that might look through it through a certain lens, but having more information, it doesn't mean they'll change their lens, but maybe they expand it a little bit and understand a little bit more. I always think that these are important, maybe learning moments as well as just unbelievably sad moments.
This is video surveillance of the night.
Who knows? What I said
Marina
was probably
Zaruska enters the
controversial.
blue line
I
at the
don't know.
East-West Boulevard station stop. You can see she takes a seat directly in front of DeCarlos Brown, the suspect. At first, nothing seems unusual, but 4 minutes later, he pulls out what appears to be a pocket knife and suddenly stabs Zaruska multiple times. Zaruska then collapses. As Brown walks to the front car, takes off his sweater, and wraps his hand before exiting the train. Police arrested him on the
Now, I heard when he was exiting the train, he said something like, got that white bitch or something like that, which is why I think that they actually charged him with a hate crime, which rightfully so. If you're going to say some shit like that, that's what you get. Whether or not it genuinely came from a hateful place, whether he was psychotic and all of a sudden was having this episode where like he thinks white people are against him, or if it's been put into his brain from the community of people that he hangs around with, I don't know. But either way, if that's what he said and that's what he did, I think that it fits.
platform shortly after.
You think you can save me? Oh, you think you
That's so crazy too. And that was a woman like,
What?
yo, that's wild, man.
Think you could save me like you got or something. I've been put up out the way, I ain't been starting nothing. I done spent a couple million on them lawyer fees. Cause when you really stand on business, it's gonna cost some money. And I looked at shit like it was normal, it was off the muscle. When I get back and start performing, it's gonna cost you double. When I stay silent in my morals, yeah, it cost me plenty. When I'm inside her, it's like water, she gon' toss me under. So where the lifeguard at? Cause I'm
So basically in the beginning, he's more so talking about his career. Because he's been through a lot. Like, he was at a crazy peak for a little while there, and then he made some certain comments and doubled down and just kind of got real like I low key kind of got canceled. I don't like the word canceled because I feel like as long as you're still able to make money off of your name and what you love to do, then you're not really canceled. But his shit definitely shifted from way up here to down here for a while. And like he said, when you stand on your morals, at least, you know, from his perspective, like this is what happens. It's going to cost you a lot of money. A lot of shit that's going to come with that.
Start performing, it's gonna cost you double.
And I like how he says, when I start performing, it's going to cost you double. Like, just remember this shit. Y'all did all that. Yeah, just remember this shit. When I get back in that spotlight and y'all want to hear my music, y'all want to come to my shows, it's gonna cost you a little something.
Like it was normal, it was off the muscle. When I get back and start performing, it's gonna cost you double. When I stay silent in my morals, yeah, it cost me plenty. When I'm inside her, it's like water, she gonna toss me under. So where the lifeguard at? Cause I'm not trying to float away. I'm just trying to know your name. Every time you see him out, act like you don't know them lames. Every time I'm leaving out, I watch out 3 of my mirrors and check the cameras before I leave the house. Make sure ain't no snakes around my land, I gotta weed them out. Better stay out my face, cause I'm a man and I'll bleed you down. A man, I wanna see you smile. A man, I wanna see you strong. A man, I wanna see you down. A man to tell you come outside. A man, I wanna see you now.
You think you can
Right now. Yeah, like I wanna see you right now.
It's an interesting song for DaBaby because I'm gonna be honest with you. I from the little bit that I've heard of his music and we've done some reactions and shit, I've just never thought of him doing something that's more like in depth. You know what I'm saying? And more like got more emotion to it and shit like that, and more like kind of down to earth, reflective type shit. It just seems like a lot of his shit is just brash, like, hey, we out here. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it just that was always my thought process of what to expect from him. So this is a nice little change of pace.
Think you can save me like you got or something. I've been ducked off out the way, I ain't been starting nothing. Cause I done spent a couple million on them lawyer fees. And spent some more on people say I never bought them nothing. They say they love you, then they act like they ain't never love you. You go through shit and yeah, you act like it ain't never nothing. That young and hurting, he need love, so you can't tell him nothing. He got that 40 in his backpack, he ain't scared of nothing. They think they know you, niggas act like you a hoe or something. Them niggas playing, you gon' blow it, you gon' show them something. Them niggas acting like you owe them, you don't owe them nothing. No 9 to 5, you rather post up at the store or something. And we can't save you.
You think you can save me?
You know, and it's just some people, man, unfortunately, you know, man, we can't save them, you know what I'm saying? I might be one of them. I might be one of them niggas, you know, baby, you can't save, nigga. And I ain't looking for you to save, man, and be more grateful. You know, put my faith in God.
Is this how it ends? Oh. And then he just walks him out. I feel like in real life there'd be a lot more going on than that. Some fists getting thrown, kicks. You know what I'm saying? Some scuffling. Someone might have got caught with that knife regardless. Oh, the cops is outside though. Okay. And I feel like this is what a lot, you know, based on the truth. Well, we know. In the future though, someone will come back and watch this and be like, oh shit, what is this based on? So, like, I mean, he handled it in a very non-violent way, which is cool. But a lot of people that watch those videos are like, why was nobody doing anything? Now, obviously, there wasn't really much time to determine that guy was going to do anything wrong. Like, he kind of like acted weird, then just got up and just fucking and just got her, right? And so I don't know that there was ever going to be a point in time where somebody would have noticed something enough to have saved her life, unfortunately. At least, I take that back. At least not saved her from being stabbed. Now, whether or not if somebody went over there and tried to apply pressure or tried to like help her in some way, I don't know if that would have gave her enough time for the paramedics to get there and help her. I don't know how quick everything happened as far as like when the paramedics got there, how long they believe she had already been gone. Like I don't know the details of all of that because when I said it was dark. I didn't want to dive too far in, but I feel like a lot of people were like, why was nobody doing anything? Like especially like, okay, it happened. And then the dude just stood there waiting for the train to like get off. And I get it though, like, right, he has the knife, so people don't want to put them in a position to get stabbed either. But I don't know, like, I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm Superman or I'm some kind of hero, but 100%, I mean, I know for sure I would have probably ran over and tried to at least like grab her neck, stop the bleed, did something to try to help her out in that aspect. But there's also a possibility that I feel like, or if somebody was doing that and already had went over and helped her, I just feel like, I don't know, man. Like it'd be hard for me not to think that I'm not going to try something to get this guy. Like maybe I'm not gonna just rush him, obviously, because he has a knife, but like try to approach him in some sneaky way, or if there's another guy there, try to like make some eye contact, like, yo, you're behind him. You know what I'm saying? Come up and like I just feel like like, you know, I, you should always leave justice in the hands of the law, but once in a while, it feels like there should be more to it. Let's just put, you know what I'm saying? Like that's I just that's all. That's all. But you know, the best situation is what DaBaby showed in this video, which is if you had an opportunity to stop it, stop it. Stop it from happening. Call the police, let them take it, and just hopefully try to save someone's life. But it's just sad to see that happen, man. It just shit like this. Then you like Charlie Kirk shot in the neck, and then you got oh like and now everybody's fighting and just like, I mean, thankfully, no one's fighting physically. I don't think there's been anybody attacking anybody or anything like that, which is a beautiful thing. There's not been any riots, no crazy shit, but just a lot of like back and forth on the internet that I feel like inevitably will escalate and 100% continue to divide everybody. That's all that we just, bro, it just keeps dividing people more and more and more and more. And it's wild just watching this shit and being like, when is this gonna stop? You know, because there's a lot of people that are like, well, the other side did this, so this is why it's the way it is. And I get what people are saying. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's a collective of other people like myself that are kind of just sitting here and like, damn, yo, y'all don't see what's happening. And I don't even mean that from a way of like, yo, the government is manipulating all of us and doing all of that. Maybe they are. I like I said, whether or not this is a conscious effort to make something like this happen, or it's just unfortunately happening just based on just normal playing out of how life is gonna go. Either way, however you want to spin it, whether it's being done manufactured wise or it's just naturally happening, we're dividing as people more and more and more. And like, it doesn't lead to good shit. It doesn't lead to good shit. It leads to more shit like what we're getting mad about that's happening that's dividing us. So I don't know, man. It's just a sad place. It's a real sad place right now. But let me know what you guys thought. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I will catch you in the next one, homie.